There are lots of things I love about Easter. We'll have moved into spring after that cold and dark and miserable winter, where trees were dead and bare, and now there's colourful flowers popping up all over the place. Lots of daffodils and tulips. There's baby chicks and lambs, and animals are being born. That makes this season make me think all about new life. And well, of course, there's always chocolate. I love chocolate Easter eggs at Easter. Just take a look at these. You never know what to expect or expect on the inside. Let's try this one. It's peanut butter. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, gross. It kind of reminds me of Jesus' last week. Nothing that you'd ever expect. I mean, just take it. First of all, he comes into Jerusalem with the crowd cheering and praising him. And then only 4 days later, we find that they're crying out for him to be crucified. And then one of his best friends betrays him. And for 30 pieces of silver. Oh. And then Jesus has the opportunity to be released at the trial. But the crowd decide to free a murderous rebel instead. Wouldn't expect to find those in my egg. And then we see Jesus die on the Friday, and he's placed in the tomb. But then unexpectedly, we find 3 days later that, of course, the tomb is completely empty. So much was unexpected. Or was it? Could all of these events have been a part of God's bigger plan for our salvation? It's hard to even believe that anyone could come back to life after 3 full days of being dead. You know, most of the disciples didn't even believe the women when they came back from the tomb after seeing Jesus face to face. You know, there are many theories that try to disprove Jesus' resurrection. Christians, myself included, believe the accounts as they are written in the Bible. I mean, take the behaviour and the actions of the disciples after they see Jesus alive again. They were prepared to sacrifice their own lives, as being a disciple of Jesus came at a great cost, and many were persecuted for what they believed in. I mean, I don't think anyone would do that if they truly didn't believe who Jesus was and what he had done. Knowing Jesus radically changed their lives, as he's done mine, and for many who follow him today. But why do they believe in him? Why is the resurrection so important to Christians? Here's Hannah to tell you more.
What is the significance of Jesus' resurrection? What a great question. I think first we might need to know who Jesus was. Christians believe that Jesus was the Son of God. He was both fully human but also fully God. Christians also believe that Jesus never did anything wrong. He was sinless. Sins are the wrong things that all humans do. And it's sins that separate us from the perfection of God. So Jesus, a sinless man, is put to death. And because of that death, Christians believe that God is now able to forgive, which means put right all of the sins that we as humans have ever made. But Jesus didn't stay dead. He came back to life. He was resurrected. He defeated death, which means Christians believe there is now no need to fear death. Because of what Jesus did, he made a way for each and every one of us to have a relationship with God and to receive eternal life, or the opportunity to live with God in heaven forever. The other important thing about Jesus' rising to new life is that it proved who Jesus was. He said while he was alive that he was the Son of God, the Messiah. If he had just died and not come back to life, he would have just been a normal human being. But because he came back from the dead to new life, Christians believe that this proves he was exactly who he said he was, the Son of God. So, to sum it up, the significance of Jesus' death and resurrection to Christians are three things. Firstly, it's the forgiveness of sins for everybody. Secondly, it enables eternal life, an offer for everybody who would like to accept it. And thirdly, it proved that Jesus said he was who he said he was, the Son of God.